Did you guys ever see Waking Life?
Negative.
No? Okay, Waking Life was a movie directed by Richard Linklater, who has a Best Picture nomination this year for Boyhood. He directed Dazed and Confused, which I know we all love. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Slay the sun.
I quoted that earlier to Beth. She didn't get it.
You did?
Yeah.
Wait, what, Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, that's the one where, what's his name? McConaughey's, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, hey, you got a joint?
Hey,
Oh.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I think if you had spelled it right, I might have gotten it.
What?
Well, anyway.
You were just like, it'd be cooler
No,
if you did.
That's exactly how it goes. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah.
And then Pink Floyd's in the passenger seat, like, waving off, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But no, Waking Life was a movie. It was his biggest movie after Dazed and Confused, and it was a movie that he filmed with people doing what they're doing, moving and talking and doing this and that. And then he had animators overlap in animation over that. And, they talk about the same things. They talk about the same things we're talking about right now, Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds like an
you know what? I ran myself off my own point.
Sounds like an interesting movie. We'll have to check that out. But anyway, moving along. I wanted to talk about Bill Cosby. He's still surfacing in the news, and the total number of women that have been assaulted by him.
Is that 412 now?
No, it's only 26, Donnie.
Oh, my God.
God, man. You know what? I like to overshoot these things.
Yeah, well, you might as well condemn the man to hell.
I will back Bill Cosby till the end, man.
But I mean, there's people out there still arguing that he's innocent. His old castmate from the Cosby Show, what's her name, Rashad?
Felicia Rashad.
Ooh.
She came out and made a statement saying that it's some sort of conspiracy that 26 random women all got together behind closed doors and was like, Mr. Cosby touched us inappropriately after giving us some drugs and some booze. And
I didn't think roofies were around in 1967.
No, Donnie, and that's a good point. Back then they called it Spanish fly.
Oh, Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think they called it Spanish fly. I think they called it slipping you a Mickey.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's after the fact, I guess.
Spanish fly enhances the experience, not numbs you to it.
Does it? I don't know. I mean,
yeah, Spanish fly's not a knockout. That's a come to me, baby.
Oh, an aphrodisiac?
Oh, yes. I know what you mean.
Beth.
Yes. Yes, it's not loading. Hang on.
Oh,
no. You're good. I got it. I get it.
All right. Well, anyway, I was searching around the internet as I do normally, troll. And I found...
Are you calling me a troll?
No, I said I was trolling the internet.
It sounded like you said comma troll.
Comma troll?
People, we've had nothing but misunderstandings between us this week, and it just keeps
I don't
bleeding
know what
over
you're talking
now.
about.
All right, but back on track here. I was looking through the internet, and I can't remember what site. I think it's E-Bombs World.
Yeah.
There was a clip of Bill Cosby talking to one Mr. Larry King, Donnie. We were talking about him earlier.
I love Larry King, man.
Everybody likes to open up to Mr. Larry King. And from 1981, Bill Cosby had a conversation with Mr. Larry King. And it's interesting what he reveals here. I'm going to play the clip for you in a second once it loads here. But
so we can still just jabber on and on until he shows up.
Yeah, I mean, just don't overdo it.
Well, look, Zuckerberg, they made a movie about you that don't make you great. Get this thing going, man.
I want to show my panel.
All right, so here's that clip. Dr. Drew Pinsky has his own TV show on the Health and Life channel or something or other. But he dug up this clip from 1981 where Bill Cosby sat in with Larry King talking about what we were just discussing was Spanish fly. So check this out right here on the LOERadio Show.
A fascinating interview we found from 1991. Bill Cosby was on CNN promoting a book. He tells an interesting story. Take a look.
Spanish fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish fly.
That's right.
And what was the old story was, if you took a little drop, no, it was on the head of a pin.
That's it.
And
Drop
you put
it
it
in
in
a
the drink.
Coca-Cola. Don't matter.
It doesn't make it, and the girl would drink it, and
she's yours.
Hello, America.
Hello, America. You want some Jello pudding pops?
Apparently, that used to be part of a comedy, a stand-up routine he used to do.
What,
Oh,
the
is
Spanish
that-
fly thing?
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at here.
Really?
Yeah.
What else can you tell us about it?
That I can send you the link to it.
Oh, well, can't you just read it?
I mean, there's an audio clip.
Oh, awesome.
They're basically the same thing, but I mean, he used to. So I mean, it wasn't just like him talking to Larry King and opening up.
He was pushing out some of his jokes.
I think so.
I hate that canned stuff where a comedian will call a radio show and the
Just
host
use something that they used before.
But the host will feed him like, "Hey, Donnie, so how about the mailman today, huh?"
The mailman that sucks and he's going to eat the pudding pop and he got the Spanish fly and the
That's like a Family Guy.
Oh, wait, you guys wanted an impression of Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys wanted?
Oh, that's who that was. Okay.
Yeah, well, oh. Well, who did you think it was? Why are you trashing my impressions? Ladies and gentlemen, on the Laugh or Else radio show, I do terrible celebrity impressions. Get with it, people. I can do Cary Grant, too, if you want.
Nah.
No, that's all right. No, thank you.
I think the phones are blowing up for Donnie's impressions. Want to hear more, Donnie?
Whoa, look at that.
Gonna do the pudding pop and getting on the chocolate cake and doing
And the Camille.
No, hey, do you remember Ponderosa Steakhouse doing the Ponderosa Steakhouse?
I think I'm too young to remember this.
Ponderosa? Yeah, because the last time I was at Ponderosa, there was still a Jack in the Box in Chicago.
Or what? Wait, what's the other? Sizzler.
We gonna sizzler. We gonna sizzler.
Gets a bad steak. That is some horse steak right there. That is horse steak.
All right, but it's about time for us to take a break. We're gonna do a little comedy break here, and I got something relevant to the Bill Cosby thing.
Lay it on us.
It's actually Eddie Murphy talking about Mr. Bill Cosby and his encounter after his deceased son, Ennis. Is that the one that
Ennis,
died?
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's not particularly funny.
No, but it's going where I'm
it's
trying
heavy.
to go. Can I explain, please?
What? I thought you just did.
No, I wasn't finished.
I'm sorry.
But his deceased son, Ennis, had seen an Eddie Murphy show, and Bill Cosby was upset, and he calls Eddie Murphy, and this is Eddie Murphy explaining that phone call. So check it out right here on the Laugh Rails radio show. This is Eddie Murphy on 89.3 WNUR-FM. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Do you watch the Bill Cosby Show? I do too. I love Bill Cosby's show. I've been a big fan of Bill Cosby all my life. Never met the man before, but he called me up about a year ago and chastised me on the phone for being too dirty on stage. And it was real weird because I had never met him, and he just thought he should call me up because he was Bill and tell me that he did about what comedy is all about. And I sat and listened to this man chastise me. And when Bill Cosby chastises you, you forget you grown. You feel like one of the Cosby kids and shit. And I ran in the house all excited to talk to Bill and picked up the telephone, and Bill got raw on me. I was like, "Hello, Mr. Cosby?" And you hear, "I would like to talk to you about some of the things that you do in your show." Now, I'm going to tell you a story. He always tells you stories. I would like to tell you a story. I have 5 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. I live in Massachusetts with my wife, Camille, and my 5 children. Now, of the 5 children that we have, there are 4 girls and a boy. The boy's name is Ennis. He loves everything you do. Comes home from school the other day with a big smile on his face. And my son looks just like me. He walks through the door looking at me with this big smile. And I cannot resist. Because it's such a beautiful smile. And he walks up and I say, what are you smiling about? Aww. And the child says to me, I'm smiling because I need money to go see the Eddie Murphy show. Please give me money for a ticket. Now, if the child is smiling this way because he needs money for a ticket, I have to give him money for a ticket. I do not handle the money in the house. My wife, Camille, handles the ticket money. So I must go into the kitchen to where my wife is cooking dinner for the family. And she is inside the kitchen cooking. And she's got a bowl, and she's cooking up the food, man. She's cooking it up. And the child walks in the room with the smile. He says, Mother, please, money. She gives him the money. He runs off to see your show. Now, we sit in the living room waiting for Ennis to return. At about 5 o'clock in the morning, the child comes through the door. He has a different look on his face. It looked like he heard something at your show that he's never heard before. And I say to my child, child, what did the man say on the stage? And he says, Pop, the man comes out and says these things. I said, well, what did he say? He says, Pop, he comes out and says some stuff. I said, well, what did he do? He says, Pop, he walks out and he goes, hello, suck this and MF and kiss my big black stuff and suck it and stick it down your mouth and suck it, suck it. You cannot say filth, flarn, filth in front of people. And I said, I never said no filth, flarn, filth. He says, you know what I'm talking about. I can't use the type of language that you use, but you know what I mean when I say filth, flarn, filth. And I said, I never said no filth, flarn, filth, and I don't know what you're talking about. I'm offended that you called fuck you. And that's when Bill got pissed. He said, that's what I'm talking about. You cannot say fuck in front of people. And I got mad. Because he thought that was my whole act. Like I just walked out on the stage and cursed and left. And I managed to stick in some jokes between the curses. You couldn't give no curse show or walk out and say, hey, felt for him, motherfucker, dick, pussy, snot, and shit. Good night. Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye. I was pissed off. I was so mad, I called Richard Pryor's house up and said, yo,